Okay, so we have movie studio. We've got a fly through to have a look at, which is probably going to give us a lot to basically start breaking down and everything. And then we've got an actual blog post going through it all, which will give us a bit more detail and a little bit more insight into everything. So let's go ahead. Let's click play. Let's just do a playthrough first before I start pausing every second and reacting. Ooh, looks big though. Getting a nice ride. Got multiple levels. I really like the green screen. Oh, damn, that is really short. Okay. So, let me do this. Go down into half speed. If it sounds horrible, I'll mute it and we'll play some music. That sounds horrible. Let me mute it. We'll play some music. Wait. Yeah, no, sorry. Mute is definitely better. Okay, let's have a little look and I'm going to make it very slow. It's only 20 seconds. I'm going to milk this. If that's not grindable, that's big. In fact, no, that must be grindable. So right off the bat, one sec, let me turn the music down. Yeah, there's in it. Let me do that. How's that? How's it sound nice? Let me, yeah, that works. Yeah, much better. Good. It's a lot quieter for me as well. I can actually hear myself think. Right, okay. Shenanigans aside, I see grind up there with grind there and there. Okay. Can I actually... Go on. We're gonna go all the way on this. Okay, so right off the bat, you've got grind up here, you got grind there, you got grind there, you got grind there, you got grinds there and there. Presumably that runs behind. That probably isn't grindable. It would be amazing if it is, but I can't see any obvious way up there, so it probably isn't. That's probably not grindable either. I kind of like that. GS, a little bit of one of those jokes. Yeah, I mean, the fact that they are grindable suggests that they are wall rideable. I can imagine... Excuse me, sorry. Different colour. I can imagine that breaking wall rides, basically, and being a right pain. It's based on what I've seen already, but I don't know, maybe not, we'll see. That, as a side note, looks like it's grindable as well. So, very first frame, yeah, we've got that grindable. But it's just rails, so I assume they're all grindable. But yeah, it looks like there's a lot of things for traversal in this little area that we're in there. Let's go through to the next couple of frames. Okay. That's all going to be grindable. I'm not going to do this for every frame, obviously. If that isn't grindable, that's a big misstep, because the air boost that you can get from that mid-combo would be beautiful. That's obviously grindable, we've already seen that. If that isn't grindable, at the very least, it can't break your manual. If it does break your manual, then it needs to be grindable, basically, is what I would say. Same with these, make all these grindable. I don't know why I'm doing this for everything, it's probably a bit unnecessary. But yeah, I'm still seeing lots of grinds going on, for traversal, basically. That flows all the way around here, basically. That all looks like a mess. But that looks cool, you know. I like the green as well, because it means that I might be able to fuck around with it in editing and do some cool stuff. I'm not going to do this for everything, but yeah, you see grinds. This looks like it's a different view of what we had before. So if I go over here, grab a little screenshot, and then go back here, that over here, this big crane looks like it is possibly that, basically, because you can see that this here and this, they're two different buildings. They have different kind of colouring to them, basically different materials. Or maybe not different materials, maybe it's just shading. Either way, it looks further back. It looks like here and here, basically. In fact, could be mistaken, but that's what I'm thinking. But yeah, it shouts some boost pads for fun. It leads to being created, but I don't know where I stand on boost pads. Theoretically, I'm not that opposed to them. I'm not gonna like cause a fuss about them. They're part of the game and they have been part of this franchise for a while, but I'm not particularly fussed for it. You know what I mean? I don't know. It's not like a place we will find secret skater. It could be interesting. Could be. This, I like all the verticality that we're seeing. It's only 2 levels, obviously. It's not massive, but I like it. You can see some things over here. I'm covering it actually, because of course I am. I'm in the way. So you can see over there, you've got these 2 things. That will basically, that looks grindable. That looks like a nice little traversal between what's below it, what's below here basically, and what's over here. Sorry, what's below here and what's over here. It's looking nice. It's looking nice. Just another view of the same area. You know, that's just the red wall. Might be the opposite side. There it is again. Got this, which is nice. Yeah, there's a lot of things to grind around on. There's a lot of things to go up and down with, which is cool. I'm curious if we get any Easter eggs in any of this. That better be grindable, and something better happen when I grind it. Okay, yeah, I need that. Something deep inside me needs it. Did I stop playing music? What happened to me? Yeah, just so you can see a bit clearer. That's what I'm talking about here. Like, I want this to be grindable, and I want to be able to grind from there to there. And you know, just like go all over the place. Moving through. Smash all that. That would be good. Let's see something then. Nah, nothing major. Well, we've got a little ramp going up there as well, which is nice. Other views of similar areas we've seen. We've got a nice little kicker over there. It's a big kicker, but still. I want to know what the deal is with this octopus monster thing. Like, I don't know if it's I can't remember if it's competition park or not. Either way, it looks cool. Yeah, this definitely looks like... Oh no! I think this is a different area to the first frame, actually. Yeah, it makes sense if it's comp map, given that they're there. Oh, you definitely... No, okay. You actually spend it. Good, good, good. Yeah, it looks sick. Almost. That's a very harsh angle. Why is that on fire? I don't hate it. I'm curious why. It does look like a very wide map. Squat and wide, you know. Only a couple of stories tall, but you got the breadth. It looks cool. I like it. So let's have a little peek. I'll share the link in chat as well. Have a little peek over here then. Let's see what we can see in here. So check out third new park being announced. Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 3 and 4 lineup with this bird's eye view of movie studio. Smile for the cameras and get your shred on. And sci-fi film is about to get a whole lot gnarly. What? Whoever's writing this stuff needs to calm down a little bit. Get famous in LA by busting out high scores in tricks in movie studio. New competition park in the upcoming Tony Hawk's TM Pro Skater TM 3+4. I guarantee if they could have trademarked literal 3+4, they would have. Fucking hell. Launching July 11th on Xbox Series XS, Xbox One, PlayStation 4 and 5, Nintendo Switch, and Nintendo Switch TM. That's interesting. Nintendo Switch isn't trademarked, but Nintendo Switch trademarked too. And PC, Baronet Steam, blah blah blah. Shredding and Advanced Stage 34, currently filming an action sci-fi with spaceships flying in front of green screens, cosmic tentacles, and a little grey alien hanging onto its crash vessel for dear life. It's a skater's paradise with grindable camera canes, ramps, and background sets, and more skatable terrain. Coolio. Okay. Zoom in a little bit. That looks nice. Why is the music like constantly stopping? What's going on here? Right, sorry. Get down layer of the land. Movie studio right here with bird's eye view, followed by top tips. Blah blah blah. This all blah blah. Okay, so I imagine. I can't see if that's got a grind over there or if it's a transfer. Can we open that in a new tab and like really? Yeah, no, that's the background terrain. So there might be a like spine transfer going on now to go down to there, which would be quite nice. Right, I don't have that. Right, okay. Nice though. Well, so we're seeing. So we've got the lower level down here. We've got a kicker up to the grind, down to the kicker. We've got this area up here. We've got a mini bowl. Not quite a bowl. It's not quite mini either. Yeah, they must be grindable, those tentacles that you can see back there as well. Yeah, we're very close. Only a couple of weeks away. It is flying by very quick now. Production's in full swing inside stage 34. Several background set up for different scenes. Air off a ramp, displaying the landscape of this. They mean that? That's a pipe. Whatever. Blacking out the images as skate over them and grind over a pair of monstrous tentacles. Right, yeah, okay, so you can definitely grind over those tentacles on the back that I keep talking about. That's cool. And then we've got the upper level over here. I'm liking this little bowl. I reckon we can do some really interesting stuff as well with the green. I got some thoughts. It does look like a really cool map. It's giving me some really good vibes. The outside, okay, good. The outside actually looks very packed. That's good. I was a little worried actually. I thought this would be a little bit more condensed, but actually it's quite expansive. Quite nice. Big UFO out there. Stage 18. That might be a reference to Roswell. Hangar 18. Yeah, it might be a reference to the conspiracy theory. I swear Hangar 18 is also a DLC map for Black Ops. That might be where I was getting confused. I thought the hangar in Roswell or something might have been called hangar labeled 18 or something as well. We don't need to go down the conspiracy theory road now. But yeah, the outside looks great actually, and that looks like a separate outside entirely actually, which is quite cool. Okay, I like that. This is going to be a lot of fun. You've got these grinds going on up here as well. This looks like it's going to be a lot of fun actually. A camera up there, that's interesting. I wonder if that's going to be a challenge or something. There's just more shots of the same, but we're seeing a little bit more of that. That's going to end up being a transfer gap. Like a goal, challenge. First competition park in the Tips for Career. Nice. Some of you two best heats represents your final score. Yeah, blah, blah, blah. It's all in prep work, full of various high score approaches that are guaranteed to boost your heat score in competition. Blah blah blah. A lot of this is very much just like fluff, to be honest. I don't really want to just waste time on that. I plan to perfect the epic grind, beginning with the camera crane on Avenue D, rising up to the run that wraps around the outer wall outside stage 34. Okay, that's going to end up being an interesting challenge then. Nice, that'll be cool. Then we've got the long take here. Smooth connected runs, blah 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 blah. Yeah, no, it's a little bit more blah blah. It's I would like to see a little bit more people playing it, really. It's nice to see the fly-throughs, it's nice to see that they're coming back, but yeah, this does a lot more for me than the all the typing, really. I really hope it's not AI generated, that stuff. But this, like, it looks cool. You know, it actually looks really cool. Yeah, no, I think that's going to be a very fun competition park. I've got a lot of faith in these new parks that they've created. I wish we could get a little bit more hands-on with some of them, but for the time being, I can wait a couple of weeks, it'll be okay. But I've got high hopes. I do not like that angle though. That angle there, like that feels like a near vertical wall hitting the floor. That doesn't feel like a ramp or pipe. You know, I wonder why they've not curved it down a bit more. You know, merged it a bit more with flooring. Feels like a bit weird. Like there, you can see they've got like the nice curve to it, but if you just go back a second, you can get a sense of the profile there. That is extremely steep. You know. Climbed walls like that, like, come on. I'm not going to be too nitpicky about it. At the end of the day, I'll play the game. It's not going to break my immersion in this arcade-style skateboarding game at the end of the day. It just seems like a interesting design choice. But all in all, I'm pretty excited about that, you know. I like it. I think it's going to be good. We've got a month. Well, we've got 2 weeks, sorry. So we'll see how it actually is. Could be good.